Imagine you need a computer for your new project, but instead of buying one, you just rent it. You use it for a few hours, maybe a few days, and when you're done, you stop paying. That is exactly what AWS EC2 does. Think of it as Airbnb for computers. You pick the type of computer you need, you rent it by the second, and you return it when you're done. No hardware to buy, no maintenance headaches, just computing power on tap. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. The word elastic is key here. Just like a rubber band stretches when you pull it and snaps back when you let go, EC2 stretches your computing capacity up when demand spikes and scales it back down when things are quiet. That is called auto-scaling, and it means you only pay for what you actually use. Let me break down how this works in the real world. Say you launch a new app and suddenly it goes viral overnight. If you were running your own physical servers, you would be in serious trouble. You cannot just go out and buy 50 servers at midnight. But with EC2, you spin up more virtual servers in minutes, handle the traffic spike, and then scale back down. No panic, no downtime, no wasted money. Each virtual server in EC2 is called an instance. You get to choose everything about it. How much CPU power, how much memory, what operating system, Linux, Windows, even Mac OS. You can pick a tiny instance for a personal blog or a massive one with hundreds of gigs of RAM for machine learning workloads. The point is, you are in complete control. Security is built in from the ground up. Your instances run inside a virtual private cloud, which is basically your own isolated section of the AWS network. You control exactly who can access what, from which IP addresses, and over which ports. All data is encrypted in transit and at rest by default. And here is the part that really matters for anyone starting out. AWS has something called the free tier. You get 750 hours of a small EC2 instance every single month, free, for a full year. That is enough to run a server 24/7 without paying a single rupee. It is how millions of developers learned cloud computing without spending anything. So whether you are building the next big startup, learning DevOps, or just want to host a personal project, EC2 is the foundation everything else runs on. Elastic, secure, and you pay only for what you use. The cloud is not the future anymore. It is right now. So go spin up your first instance and start building.